What's up, guys? My name is Jackson, and today I'm going to be talking about AI visibility and what it means for you. Now, first, let's understand, what does AI visibility mean? A lot of you guys might have not even heard AI visibility, but you might have heard something called AEO or AI SEO or one of these millions of other keywords that have been put out there. But what does it mean? It basically means that when you look up a product or service, whether it's best plumber in Austin, Texas, whether it's best CRM to use for my home service business, it does not matter. But when you look that up on, now you have Google Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, any of these LLMs, who shows up? What businesses show up, what products show up, what services show up, and why, and who gets that traffic. Because if I search up best CRM for home service businesses in ChatGPT and it says, hey, use Service Titan, and then I click the link and go to Service Titan and I sign up, right? Why did Service Titan get my business versus another company? That's what AI visibility is, and that's what it means for you if you are selling anything, right? If you're a business owner, even if you work for a company, no matter what, AI visibility matters to you. Now, how do you actually get yourself to show up on these LLMs, and what is it going to look like in the future? And why do you need to actually pay attention to this, and why should you care about this? What value does this have to you? Well, let's start off with a few things. A lot of people don't even have their website structured properly. And your website is really that's where AI is going to be pulling most of, if not all, the information about your company, your services, your products, and learning, hey, are you going to be a good fit to refer your business to XYZ customer who's looking for whatever you're selling? And it's really important you do a few things. One, you need to optimize your schema. Think your schema as like the book cover on your website, right? Your website's like the pages inside, and your schema is like the book actual cover. Now, your book cover is not seen by users when they go to your website, but AI, also Google, sees that, and that's what it uses to really figure out, what do you do. And so if you don't have good schema, and you can check. There's a lot of ways you can check. You can go to schema.com, schema.org. Just look it up. Super easy to check. If you do not have good schema, how can AI know who you are and what you're gonna do? How can it refer you? Next is web crawler accessibility, right? ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, all these they scrape your website, and the way they do that is through bots. Now, these bots, think about it like a door, right? Your website has doors that either are open to these bots or they're closed, and you say that under your web crawler accessibility, which is just robots.txt at the end of your website. Now, if you tell them you can't come in, then why would they come in, right? If they can't come in, how would they understand what your business does? So you need to optimize, you need to fix that. And really, those are the two big things that you can do today within the next hour and get done. Whether you have a web team, whether you built your website yourself, it does not matter. They're super easy to get done. And I really encourage you to make sure those are both optimized. Now, let's say we have both of those. They're optimized, they're good. What do we need to do after? Well, now it comes into our content. Now, how do we structure our content? Well, how we structure our content for SEO, which I'm sure you're familiar with, was we basically wanted to have, these tables and these forms, and we wanted to do blogs. And really, AEO or AI visibility is the same, except a lot of our blogs and a lot of our content is not going to be tailored around keywords per se, but more of unique searches that our ICP or customers are going to be putting out there when they're trying to find our products and services. For example, I want to connect QuickBooks into my lead list on Google Sheets or something. And then, for example, Jobber is a home service CRM, has that as a blog, and they say that exact search phrase on the top of their blog. Now, when you go to search that for ChatGPT, it's gonna pop up use Jobber CRM, and now uh, the lead or whatever on ChatGPT is gonna be like, oh wait, I can just go to Jobber and they sign up for a Jobber account, right? And so it's gonna be really using your creativity to figure out what are some unique things that our clients are going to be searching for, and how do we bet on that by creating different blog posts and putting out different content and consistently putting out content. A lot of people think you just put a website and that's done, which can be for what business you're doing, but for most businesses, if you really want to rank, you need to keep putting out content. Now, another thing you can do is making LinkedIn and Instagram and X content, and YouTube content if you can. Now, you might be like, well, how does that have anything to do with AI visibility? And how does that have anything to do with my website? Well, let me tell you. If you search up a business, a lot of the time you will also see their Instagram, their LinkedIn, and their X come up under those searches. And that's the same for AI. These platforms have a lot of authority, right? It's called domain authority, and these platforms have a lot of it. Now, if you're really trying to figure out how can I think about, like, a good example is, let's say I go stand next to The Rock, right? Now I've taken a lot of his credibility. If I post out a picture, now I've gained authority. Why? Because I've connected myself with him, and I've gained some of his authority. That's what we can do with Instagram, LinkedIn, X, YouTube, etc. And how we can really do this is if we create content on LinkedIn or X or whatever, and we have our actual company name, or even better, if we have like specific search queries that someone would search. Now that's actual content that can also be referenced from these LLM models, right? Does that make sense? So it means that now not only is our website an asset, but now our LinkedIn is going to be an asset, and our X is going to be an asset, and our YouTube is going to be an asset. And all these things are going to be assets for AI visibility. Now, the next step after that would be going and getting us on different blogs, different articles, and if we can, getting that backlink to our website, which will also indirectly increase our SEO as well. Now, those are that's like a simple rundown of some action items that you can take and really use to implement for your service-based business, your software business, your agency. It does not matter, but this is valuable for everyone. And us as business owners, we need to understand that AI is going to change how customers find our products and services, and we need to adapt and we need to stay ahead. If you gained any value out of this video, please drop a thumbs up, leave me a comment. You got any questions, leave me a comment, subscribe, and cheers.